37 million people in the United States have diabetes, and 8.5 million are undiagnosed, according to the CDC. In North Carolina, 1 million adults have been diagnosed with the disease, and a growing number of patients need insulin to survive.
I hate having to talk about it in here, right? Like I hate, what does your insulin cost comes up almost, every day now, and it didn't used to.
The tough conversation about insulin is spreading to the campaign trail and the White House. The recently passed Inflation Reduction Act had a provision to cap insulin cost at $30 per month for diabetics in the House version of the bill. But at the final passage, the provision was removed for everyone except Medicare patients.
There are people that can't afford insulin, skip taking it. It's very dangerous.
Glenn Wallace has felt the financial pinch of the rising insulin cost. Wallace is a type 1 diabetic diagnosed at the age of 9. He switched jobs that had better health insurance in order to afford the drug.
And then even if you were trying to buy it with cash, it was $140 a bottle.
30 years of finger sticks, 6 times a day, 5 to 6 shots a day, and using an insulin pump. Then a year ago, a doctor told Wallace about a cheaper alternative.
I got to be honest, when they first told me, I kind of crossed my arms like, what do you mean breathable insulin?
That's right, breathable insulin. The company is Afrezza. It's FDA approved for adults.
What it does is it almost cut in half my daily insulin use in my pump. And I can make a bottle of insulin last twice as long.
Like with everything, it's not for everyone, right? I think one of the most important factors with this, like I said, you're bringing a bazooka to a gunfight, right? It's strong, so you have to be monitoring your sugars.
The insulin comes in these compact cartridges, uses an inhaler, and with a deep breath in before your meal, you're done.
In the clinical trials on this stuff, we worry the most about people with lung problems.
Doctors have questioned if insulin in the lungs is a good thing for patients, but every user has a yearly lung exam. The health benefits and cost savings are at least getting people to give it a try.
So it's a huge differential in just out-of-pocket expenses. And if you're careful how you manage it, it's a great way to, again, you use them both, and it's a lot cheaper.
The other fear for a growing number of patients using the drug, will the cost rise?
Cost has not been a barrier to getting it in anybody that I've tried to prescribe it to, which is good.
If approved by insurance, some adults are paying $15 a month, meaning more money for other items.
I think we've got years before it does, because they've got to get into the marketplace. But it's cheaper than EpiPens and insulin and needles and everything else you have to buy.
Will Lewis, Queen City News.